Let's do this, everybody. Welcome back and happy Friday to you. It is the Friday live stream here on Reviews.org. I am Craig, and I am here to get these cords out of my way. I'm also here to talk about some news of the day. We're going to be talking about NFL Sunday Ticket a little bit. I'm going to be talking about Disney Plus and deals on Amazon, what commercial-supported TV versus paid TV. I'm going to be talking about a few things, so I'm glad you're here with me. First of all, hello to everybody already in the chat, Reliance and Socrates and Mel and William and anybody else I'm missing. So welcome to all of you. Let's dive right into it. So for those watching later who are not watching the live stream, we'll get right to the news items, and I'll reveal the giveaway winner in a few minutes. Okay. So the first news item, let's get to the one that I put in the yeah. Okay, let's get to the one that I put in the title, the one about NFL Sunday Ticket. So the question is, where is NFL Sunday Ticket going to land? And further, the question is, why am I bringing this up now? Well, hang on, let's get rid of this little thing. We'll get to the giveaway in just a moment. Okay, let's get to this first. There's a report from CNBC that Disney Plus, okay, they've got a bunch of new subscribers. Let's see, 11.8 million new subscribers on Disney Plus. Company shares rose after that announcement, et cetera, et cetera. In this interview, I want to see if I can find it again down here, and I'll blow it up as soon as I find it. So give me just a second. They're not putting it in here. In this same interview, dang it. You know what? I'm going to pull it up in a different news story. In this same interview, the Disney folks confirmed that they are looking to possibly make a bid. Well, no, they confirmed that they will be making a bid for NFL Sunday Ticket, which could be very, very interesting, obviously. So let me see if I can find that news story so I can get a quote. Okay. So, all right. So, all right. Yeah, let's pull this up from Cord Cutters News. That's always a good source. I like these guys a lot. Okay, so Disney Plus confirms interest in Sunday Ticket. They pulled this from the CNBC article that I was showing you a moment ago, or from the interview that Bob Chapek did with them. So, let's see. The company's goal is reaching 230 to 260 million Disney Plus subscribers, but they have another goal in mind, that Disney is in discussions and negotiations with the NFL. Here, let me see if I can blow that up now that we know where it is. Let's get rid of that. Okay. So, yeah, they confirmed this back in November, and it's just kind of like gaining steam, right? So Disney Plus is going crazy. They're growing so fast. And I do want to point out, as I take a sip, now I actually have a drink in the cup. There we go. Yeah, Craig is always right. Disney Plus is growing so fast. When they had these very conservative numbers when they first came out. We want to get to 50 million subscribers within 2 years, and after 2 years they were over twice that amount, right? So with that comes the clout to potentially vie for NFL Sunday Ticket. So why does this matter? Well, obviously it's going to matter if you are an NFL fan, if you watch this NFL Sunday Ticket, if you care about that, if you watch football at all, then obviously that's going to matter to you. Even if you don't, I think this matters. And I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to get everybody's take on it in the comments as well, because I think this matters even to those of us who don't necessarily watch a lot of NFL. And the reason why is because it's a ripple effect on whatever streaming service it lands on. So who are the companies that are bidding for NFL Sunday Ticket? Right now, it's Disney, Amazon, Apple, and Google. Okay, so those four are, I'm sure somebody else has thrown their name out there for publicity, but those are the four that everybody's kind of like, who's going to get it, right? And so, in my mind, it should matter to us, even if we don't watch football, because let's say Disney gets it and they put NFL Sunday Ticket on Disney Plus. First of all, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? I wonder if they would keep it, like make it a separate app, or if they would put it on Disney Plus. I don't know. But if they did put it on Disney Plus, there's no way that's not going to raise the price of Disney Plus, right? And so right now, Disney Plus is $8 a month or $80 a year. I think adding NFL Sunday Ticket would instantly raise the price $2 a month, right? $10 a month, $100 a year, if they put it on Disney Plus, which does make me wonder if they would make it a separate thing. And obviously prices will increase over time, but I'm just saying, maybe a $2 increase from wherever it's at if they land it. And we can expect the same thing from, like if Prime Video gets it, they've already got Thursday night football. What if they got Sunday football as well? They just raised their prices. Well, the price would raise again if they got it. Google, I'm not sure what Google would do with it. Would they put it on YouTube? Would they put it on YouTube TV? Would they make their own app out of it? I'm not sure. Apple would probably put it on Apple TV Plus to kind of bolster that streaming service. Anyway, so yeah, let me know what you guys think of this. Let me pull up some comments here. Oh yeah, well, okay, no, I duh, of course. Why didn't I think of that? It'd end up on ESPN Plus. Yeah, that's very possible that they would just put it in that bundle. That would work out better. Again, the point kind of still stands though. ESPN Plus right now is $6 a month, I want to say, if I'm remembering my numbers right. And instantly, NFL Sunday Ticket on there would make it $8 a month, right? But that's a great point. Thanks for thanks for reminding me. All right. Okay. Ooh, hot take from David. David says, my money's on Amazon. Apple has to decide if they want to be in the TV biz or cut their losses now. Maybe. I mean, they are in the TV biz. They're making amazing shows. Just because people aren't watching them as much as they're watching, Netflix, doesn't mean they're not in the TV biz. They're making great stuff. If you're not subscribed and you're not watching, then you might not know. But Apple TV Plus has some great content on there. So, but if what you're talking about is just the sheer content volume, then that's a different story. Apple is definitely going for quality over quantity. That's for sure. Let's see. The worst service on God's earth. Start taking hostages. No, why? Why? It's not. It's just if they don't have the content you're looking for, then it's not right for you. But I'll tell you what: if you're a hockey fan, if you're a soccer fan, ESPN Plus is beautiful, wonderful. $7 a month to essentially get like an NHL TV, like amazing. All right, Sylvia, Eric, hello. Sorry, I missed your hellos earlier. Let's see, Sylvia. Oh, real quick, a little digression. I heard Disney Plus did a live test. Yes, they did. They did a live stream during the Oscar nomination ceremony. So where the Academy announces the Oscar nominations, Disney Plus did a live stream during that time. They didn't tell anybody about it. It just kind of like showed up, and then Disney confirmed later, yeah, we're testing out some live stream stuff. So that could be interesting. Disney Plus doing more live TV stuff. Yeah, I wonder what they'll do with that. Okay. Let's see. I think I still probably wouldn't subscribe to Disney Plus if they got Sunday Ticket. The 5 or 6 games I watch a week are about all I can handle. That's a lot. I don't even watch that much football. Even during college football season, I'm a huge college football fan. I like the NFL, but not as much. And even during college football season, it's like, a few games a week. But I'll just kind of keep track of everything else. Okay, let's see. $5 bin at Walmart. Let's see. don't think they have a big enough market share at Apple TV. Well, NFL Sunday Ticket might fix that, right? That's kind of the idea. Is it would pull in a bunch of other fans. If you got Apple TV Plus for $7 a month, I'm assuming the price would be raised, but if you got it for $7 a month and you got it to watch football, the idea would be it brings in those fans and they're like, oh my gosh, Ted Lasso really is that good, or Mythic Quest is amazing, whatever they end up watching. Let's see. You got to pay extra for extra, so why bother? So you can get the extra, I guess. I don't know. All right, I'm running behind. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. Let's see. My money's on Disney getting it. Let's see. Fubo. ESPN Plus is amazing, especially now they have PGA golf. There you go. Exactly. Yeah, I forgot about golf too. Yeah, if you don't watch their stuff, if you don't watch MMA or golf or soccer or hockey, but that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. ESPN Plus, I think they started off unimpressively as far as the content, but it's getting better and better every year. All right. Did you hear that Comcast made a deal to pull its content from Hulu and put it on Peacock? I haven't heard that. I'll be interested to look into it, though. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. Here's a good bit from Zachariah. Excuse me. Amazon's been trying to poach top announcers from networks. So I think Amazon is going heavy on this. Yeah, very possibly. I wonder what role the Bezos passion project concept would play in this, because Amazon, like, they're doing the new Rings of Power series, right? The Lord of the Rings series. They're going to be spending $200 billion, or is that no? Sorry, $200 million, not a B, because it's Friday and I'm tired. $200 million on this Lord of the Rings show over 4 seasons, if I recall correctly. It might be 5. I think it's 4. Either way, everybody's like, they're looking at it like, are you kidding? Why would you? This doesn't make any financial sense. And it's just that Jeff Bezos is a massive Lord of the Rings fan. He loves it. He wanted it. He's like, I will pay whatever I have to do, whatever I have to pay to get the rights. We're making the show. I'll pay whatever I have to pay to make it awesome. And so, yeah, I wonder if it could be the same thing with the NFL, where Jeff Bezos is like, no, I love NFL football. We're getting it. Yeah, I don't know. It could be. The Amazon will go heavy on this just because of the passion project aspect of it. All right. Okay. So Frayden says, and this is the last thing that I kind of wanted to get into on this one. So whoever gets it has to keep it separate, I would think, because raising the standard price to double would make them lose subscribers for everyone who doesn't watch football or only watch the locals. Okay. So let me... Okay. Yeah, let's talk about this. Whoever gets it has to keep it separate. Okay. I think that they should, but I don't necessarily think that they will. I do believe that if NFL Sunday Ticket were a separate streaming app, that would be a very, very popular streaming app. Let's say it was, $6 a month for, 5-6 months out of the year, whenever football is going on. You can pay $7 a month to get NFL Sunday Ticket. It'd probably be more than that. Let's be honest. It would be more than that if it was standalone. And it would be very popular. But again, it would be popular for those 5 to 6 months out of the year, which is great. But then you have 5 or 6 months where you're not bringing in any cash from it, and that's rough. Right, that's a raw deal for the streaming company that buys it. And so one reason why they might not do that is from what I was talking about with Apple TV Plus, where it might make sense to include it within one of these services, whether it's Prime Video or Apple TV Plus or Disney or ESPN Plus, whatever. It might make sense to include it within that because of the long-term effect, where you bring in subscribers and then those subscribers stick around for other shows on the service. If you have NFL Sunday Ticket, they subscribe, the season's over, they get out of there, and you're not making money off of those people. If you have the same number of people, or roughly the same number of millions of people, they sign up for the combined service, they sign up for Apple TV Plus, well, then you're not going to keep all of those, but you're going to keep a lot of them, and those people will keep paying money throughout the rest of the year on that streaming service. So while I think, like, personally as a consumer, it would make a lot more sense, or be a lot more interesting to me, a lot more attractive to me, to have a separate streaming app that I don't have to stay subscribed to. But from the company's perspective, it might make more sense to combine them in some ways. I mean, smarter people than me will figure that all out. Okay. All right. So let's see. When is the announcement going to be made? I assume you're talking about the giveaway winner. Let's do that now, shall we? That's a good idea. Thanks for reminding me. All right, so there we go. The weekly giveaways, reviews.org/giveaways. Let me pull up our winner's name here. It's a Peacock subscription. Obviously Peacock can be free, but we're gonna give somebody a chance to try out the premium version, see what they think of that. If this person would let me know what they think of it. You can, email info@reviews.org. We'd love to hear what this person thinks of it. Let me get the name here for the 1-year Peacock subscription. It is Yisin Lee, or Esther. Esther Lee. Congratulations, Esther Lee, on the 1-year Peacock subscription. So there you go. That's it. We'll be emailing Esther and letting her know that she is the big winner. I hope she's here, but if not, we'll still email her and let her know, and hope that she can let us know what she thinks of Peacock. Okay. There we go. Let me see if I can pull up reviews.org/giveaways. All right. The next one looks like it's coming up. Another Disney Plus, a 1-year subscription to Disney Plus. So there you go. Check out that page right there, reviews.org/giveaways, and go check it out. Okay. Let's get rid of that for the moment and go to Zachariah's question. All right. By the way, you all know you can get these, right? Down below the videos here on YouTube, there should be a link. And I think you should. I think you should be reminded every time you sip your coffee that Craig is always right. Yeah. Okay. So Zachariah asks, is Warner Discovery interested in Sunday Ticket? Well, I'm sure they're interested. Everybody's interested in it. However, they're not going to have it because they're the ones who are losing the rights. Everybody's bidding on the rights. Warner Discovery is the merger that's going to take place. And actually, let's go ahead and, let's talk about this real quick right now. This one is from the New York Times. It says, this is a really quick little article. Discovery's merger clears antitrust scrutiny. So they are going to have a shareholder vote. Everybody's going to pass it. That's fine. They have to raise $30 billion. That's basically the gist of it. Okay, so what's going on? Warner Media and Discovery are going to be combining. They're merging. And so obviously this brings in both of their properties. So on the Warner Media side, you've got AT&T's properties, HBO, Warner Brothers, Television and Film, TNT, TBS, and then Discovery's stuff. They do mostly nonfiction content, unscripted content. Let's see, OWN, HGTV, Food Network, Animal Planet, and like 20 others. They've got so many of these things. Okay, so are they interested in Sunday Ticket? I'm sure they'd love to keep it, but they're not going to because This is AT&T, part of that deal, and they're the ones who are losing NFL Sunday Ticket. It's been on DirecTV for as long as I can remember. It may have even started there. I'm not totally sure. But yeah, are they interested? No doubt. Are they going to get it? No. Sorry, AT&T. So, all right. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Arcelia Gutierrez was talking about NFL Sunday Ticket. When's the announcement going to be? I don't know. Let's see. NFL Sunday Ticket's contract is up. Oh, I think it's at the end of next season. I got to look it up. I looked it up a few weeks ago, and now I can't remember if it's at the end of this season or the end of next season. I think it's the end of next season. And so I assume that that we won't get an announcement too soon before that, but maybe a few months or something. Okay. Peacock has done a fabulous job with the Olympics. Apparently nobody's watching, but they nailed it. Hey, that's good. That's good to know. I am not watching for various reasons that I'm sure lots of people can guess, but I am not watching the Olympics this year. Yeah, what it's a very interesting topic, but one that we're not really going to get into today or ever. All right. Let's see if I missed anything else. Craig, do you watch Servant on Apple TV Plus? Yes, I do. I haven't watched the latest episode, so no spoilers. But yeah, great show. It's I wish they were giving me more answers than questions. So many questions, but I love the atmosphere of it. I like the performances. What a weird show, and I am enjoying it. Okay, so let's move on to our next story. This one's interesting. Okay, this one comes from Tubi. Okay, so this is a Tubi press release. Tubi TV, the free kind of I call them Netflix clones, but Tubi is the biggest of them and the oldest of them, and they commissioned a study. All right, so and then they drop their pronouncements and whatnot. So okay, let's pull this up. So Tubi unveils audience report. Blah, 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 blah. Let's get the important things here. Okay. I want to get, where's the quote? Let's see if I can find. Oh, come on. 2022. Okay. Oh, you know what? Was that the? Okay. You know what? Let's just use this headline. They used the same report to do another little story here. Free streaming audience set to surpass SVOD. So kind of traditional, or sorry, traditionally structured, but not traditionally delivered. SVOD being the live TV streaming services like Hulu Live, like YouTube TV, like Sling, Fubo, those. Okay, so the paid TV, live TV services. So free streaming will surpass SVOD, so paid streaming, in 2022. Now, normally, I would say take this with a massive grain of salt, right? Because it's Tubi. Of course, they've got a vested interest in getting people excited about free streaming services. So, yeah, I'd be like, yeah, maybe slow down. But there was a very interesting number that they came up with here. Okay, Tubi TV grew 58% over the last 12 months. Tubi viewers streamed 2.5 billion hours in 2020, nearly doubling in streaming hours year over year. Unreal. That is crazy growth. Now, obviously, the pandemic had a lot to do with that. Oh, sorry. Oh, this is last year. Oh, gosh. You guys, how embarrassing. I pulled up the wrong one. I was looking for this year's. Oh, there we go. So, yeah, anyway, that was crazy growth. Let's see, 3.6 billion hours watched. That's the one I was looking for, and that's where they came up with the 2022 insight saying that it's going to grow uh, larger than paid streaming by mid 2022. So there you go, unbelievable growth from Tubi. So let's see, last year, what did I say? They grew by 58%, 2.5 billion hours, and then 2021, 3.6 billion hours. So not quite the 50% growth of the year before, but still unreal, crazy growth over at Tubi. So I'm curious. I myself am not a huge fan of commercials. I hate commercials, and for the most part, I'm willing to pay not to watch them. But I know that that's not the case for everybody, right? Everybody's got their own relationship with free streamers and commercials and whatnot. So let me know what your relationship is with commercials. Are you willing to watch them to avoid paying for TV? Let me know. So there we go. All right. Morgan says I don't like Tubi because it's so annoying. What, the commercials? Maybe, I don't know. The anime is not in English. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So fair enough. Hey, if you don't like Tubi, you don't like Tubi. And if you watch anime, apparently you prefer dubs to subs. And that's fair. Okay. William Mac loves Tubi. They always keep me informed every few days of what's leaving and what will be coming up, and they never spam me. The commercials aren't that bad. Hey, there you go. And I think that's where a lot of people land with this. And I will say, I do like that. It's something that HBO does as well, that I've always appreciated, and I wish there was a very, very clear way to keep track of that on Netflix, and other streaming services. But Netflix, obviously, that's the big one, where I want a category that says leaving this month. And I think those do pop up every once in a while, but I want it like front and center. It's like, this is your last chance. That kind of, might kick you into gear a little bit. Hey, go ahead and watch this. I'm sure there are, psychological reasons why they won't do that for consumers, but still, it's a thing that I wish that they did do. Yeah, and I'm glad Tubi does it. All right. George, you asked if I missed you. Sure I did, George. I would use an ad-supported service with an ad block software. Okay. All right. Tubi does a great Shark Week. I didn't know they got into Shark Week. That's interesting. All right. I don't mind commercials, but I don't like seeing the same ones over and over. I hear that. Because I mostly avoid commercials, I don't run into this too much, but I'm a huge baseball fan, and so I use MLB TV, and the commercials on MLB TV, I swear they have like 5 of them, and they'll just run them throughout the whole season, constantly, over and over again. So yeah, I hear that complaint a lot in my own head. So let's see. Okay. Ricky says I can't do commercials. Let's go with I can't do commercials. I do like the idea of Pluto TV, so the live TV version of it. I do like the idea of Pluto TV, but get ignored quickly because they're low quality commercials. Yeah, I understand that. Pluto TV, like Tubi, is growing like crazy. It's just bananas over there. I'm amazed at the growth of those free services. So I think, Ricky, you and I are probably in a similar boat, but we may be in the minority. Yeah. All right. For some reason, I'm okay with TV commercials, but will never listen to another radio commercial again as long as I live. Okay. I love this comment. Because I used to be super passionate about radio ever since I was a little kid. We're talking like 11 years old. I loved radio, and that's what I wanted to do when I grew up. People would say, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a radio DJ. That did not happen because, I also like money. So I did not become a radio DJ. but yeah, the radio commercials are awful. They're just awful because when you watch TV, a commercial needs to get your attention, right? And when you have TV, you have exponentially more ways to get someone's attention than you do on radio because it's a visual medium. So you've got visuals and you have sound, and you can combine them in so many different ways to get people's attention. When you have radio, you have, many fewer ways to get people's attention. And so it's basically just comes down to be loud, be annoying, get their attention. So yeah, I'm with you on that. That's hilarious. Okay. Just can't stand the commercials, says George. Yeah, exactly. Commercials exist solely for me to go to the restroom. Yeah, good call. Good call. But you don't need to pee that often, right? If commercials are happening every 15 minutes. I don't know. Unless you're the most hydrated person in the world, I suppose. All right, so let's move on to another story. I think this is our last one. Oh yeah. I wanted to get everybody's take on this. Okay. This is another one from Cord Cutters. And they noted, okay, let's pull this one up here. Amazon dropped the price on select Fire TVs starting under $100. Amazing. Plus, get an Echo Dot for free. Okay, so let's look into this a little bit. Amazon's having a massive sale on select Fire TV models of various shapes and sizes. Prices as low as just under $100. I assume that's like for their 32-inch kind of, tiny TVs. I love how 32 inches tiny now. That used to be like, hey, you've got a nice TV. It's 32 inches back in the 90s. Let's see. All the Fire TVs listed below also come with a free Echo Dot. Okay. And that is a 3rd generation Echo Dot. Okay, so before we go any further, let me pull up some of these links, and we're going to just take a look at what they have. Okay. Yes. Just as I suspected. Okay, so let's pull up our Amazon page here. Oh yeah, I was wrong. It's even tinier. There we go. All right, so here's Amazon, and here are the deals. So $100 for a 24-inch Insignia. Let's see, a 55 is up toward the 400. 24-inch for 150. So let's see. This was the F20 series 720p. Oh wow. Okay. So all right. What does this tell us? And here's why I want to bring this up. What's going on with these deals? Oh my gosh, Amazon's trying to move all these TVs. Amazing. Let's go ahead and get one. Well, hang on a second. Why is this 720p 24-inch Fire TV $150? This is the 2018 model, while the 2020 model, 2 years later, same thing, 720p, F20 series, 24-inch. It's the same thing, but it's a newer model, and it's only $100. So what does that tell us? Oh, I don't know for sure. I don't know. But so often, and I talk about this with Roku a lot, when they put their the Roku Express on sale. Oh my gosh, it's only $24.99 for a Roku Express, or even $19.99. It's because it's because the device is terrible and people aren't buying it. And so they're trying desperately to offload these just to recoup as much of the cost as they possibly can. But think very hard about this before you say, oh my gosh, it's only $100. Well, it might be a terrible TV. That might be okay. Maybe you don't need a great TV. Maybe this is going, like my dad's got, he's got some woodworking stuff in his garage. He spends a lot of time out in the garage. Maybe you want to put a TV out in the garage, just kind of have something to watch in the background while you're working. You work on your cars or whatever. You might not need a great TV for that. So maybe it's okay. But it's probably slow with bad picture quality. It's got bad hardware inside. I don't know for sure. But yeah, pay attention to that sort of thing. And then the other thing is when they talk about the Echo Dot. Oh, and we're including a free Echo Dot with all these purchases. They are talking about the 3rd gen Echo Dot, which goes for regularly $31.98. Da, da, da. And you have to use this code FTV.2022 or 22, whatever. So, a couple of things to note here. It's a great way for them to make the deal look even better. Oh my gosh, a free Echo Dot. But this is the 3rd gen, the 2018 model. They've got a much better model now with the kind of spherical 4th gen one. And so they're sitting there going, gosh, we've got a ton of these dots in our inventory. We got to get rid of these. And so they're like, well, yeah, just give them away with the TVs. And of course, you got to use the code. If you forget to use the code, you're not going to get it. So, anyway, I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on deals like this? Is this something that you like? Is it something that, like me, you see? Well, there's got to be a catch. Like, why are you giving these TVs away for $100, right? So, hey, there we go, David. Nice. It's a fire sale. Nice. Good one. Okay. Let's see. I want to see what you guys have to say about this. George asked, when is the Super Bowl? That's this Sunday. So it's at 2 days from now at 6:30 Eastern. Is that right? Or is it 4:30 Eastern? I think it's 6:30 Eastern. Let's see. I will never again, says Ricky, buy a TV with a streaming service built in. Biggest mistake of my life. Such a waste of money. So I assume you're talking about these branded smart TVs like Fire TVs, Roku TVs. They do have some Google TVs out there now. Well, I don't think you really have any choice. I mean, you get like the Vizio does their own, Samsung has their own, LG has their own setup. But either way, they're all smart TVs now. They're, I guess, maybe in like the 24-inch class, you can get some non-smart TVs, but even then, I'm not sure. I think they're all smart TVs now. So I don't know that you have much of a choice these days. Okay. I would not be able to watch 720p, not after 5 years of 1080p. Okay, fair enough. However, I will say when you have that small a screen, a 24-inch screen, it's a little smaller than the computer monitor I'm looking at right now. I want to say this is a 27-inch, might be a 31. Anyway, it's a little smaller than my computer screen. 720p looks fine. If you're actually getting 720p, if it's downgraded, if you're looking at 480p, then you might have some issues. But with a smaller screen like that, 720p looks just fine as far as I'm concerned. It's not going to blow anybody's mind, right? But the bigger the screen gets, the more necessary that 1080p or 4K becomes. So if you got an 85-inch TV, it better be 4K. If you got a 24-inch TV, 720p is okay. Not if it's a daily driver. If you're watching that TV all the time, yeah, you might want to look for a 1080p version. But anyway, that's my take on it. Okay. All right. Every time I buy something from Amazon, they offer me an Echo Dot for $5. Sounds like way too much inventory. Exactly. And like, if all you're looking for is something to hear you when you say, right, I'm not going to say it because she's listening, but if all you need is something to hear you give commands, then fine, use the 3rd gen Dot. Okay. But if you want something to actually play some music for you, if you want something to, I don't know, tell you jokes or whatever else they do, then the new generations really are better. And I think they're a lot more attractive as well. The spherical ones, call me crazy, but yeah, I think they're better. All right. Our Roku TV isn't 5 years old now, and it's almost unwatchable. I've got a Roku TV in my basement downstairs that is 5 years. It'll be 5 years old this summer. It's still doing just fine. You may want to check your updates. Most of the time, they should be set to update automatically, but you may need to go in and manually update your Roku TV. I don't know. All right. Joe would never buy a non-Roku TV, so you're on the other side of it. I'm kind of stuck now. I've got, you can't really see it. I've got the Roku speakers up here. I've got a subwoofer in the corner, and I just bought, let's see if I can, oh, no, I can't turn this screen enough. And I just bought you can see a little corner of it, the Streambar Pro. We were talking about how cheap it was last week, so I bought one. And I'm currently trying to figure out how to get all four to work together, the Streambar, the speakers, and the sub. But because it's on a Roku TV, they keep wanting to pair with the TV and not the Streambar. And the TV can't take both the Streambar and the speakers. And so it's this huge mess, and I'm trying to figure out how to do it. But yeah, that's why I will probably be sticking with Roku TVs for a while, because I've got all their secondary equipment. All right. All right, let's take a few more questions, and then I think we'll start wrapping it up. Okay. Does anyone have PureFlix TV? PureFlix TV. Let's see. Okay, like it's a clean streaming service. No, I do not have it. How long have they been around, I wonder? So no, I don't use that. I've always this is not a value judgment on anybody who uses those. Like, hey, if you like the clean flicks kind of things that they do, that's totally fine. I've always disliked them just because I want to see the shows the way that they were meant to be seen. I even hated it back on cable when they would dub in non-swear words. It drove me crazy. So I haven't used the service, but if it's good, it's good. So I don't know. Let's see. Oh, interesting. So text. Joe says text is the only place you can see the difference in 720p. I find that visual quality like this is a bit like audio quality, where there are people who train themselves to see the difference or hear the difference in audio quality. And once you see it, it's hard to unsee it. But for most people, they're not going to see that much of a difference. So audiophiles are like, oh my gosh, this $3,000 pair of headphones sounds amazing. And you put it on somebody who hasn't trained themselves to, this is not $3,000, obviously, but you put them on somebody who's used to, $30 headphones, and they're like, yeah, it sounds a little better. Like, no, you don't understand. Because they've trained themselves differently. And I think it's kind of similar with visual quality, where some people have trained themselves to see the difference between 4K and 720p. And it is hard to go back. So I understand that sentiment. Let's see. How am I? I was a little sick yesterday. That's why I've got my hot drink. Put your speakers in the back and use it as a surround system. Well, that's what I'm trying to set up. I'm trying to set it up as a surround system, but the Roku TV won't. It can't use both the Streambar and the satellite speakers at the same time, at least from what I'm gathering. So if I connect one, it won't connect the others. So what I'm trying to do is use the Streambar as an input, as its own streaming device. So I'll use that as the streaming device, and then hook the speakers up to the Streambar. Problem is, whenever I plug in the speakers, they automatically pair with the TV. And so I need to go set them up on the old Vizio downstairs if I can, or something, like pair them with the Streambar. I don't know what I'm going to do, but yeah. Who do I have to win this Sunday? Is it the Bengals and the Rams? Couldn't possibly care less. Could I? There was, which was it the Rams who had kind of the Cinderella story? Who was it? Who did I watch couple weeks ago. Yeah, I don't really care. I'm gonna enjoy the game. I love football. I'll enjoy the game. But who is Joe? What's his name playing for? You can tell how much I care about these two teams. Yeah, Joe Burrow plays for the Bengals. Yeah, and I really watched him. I really enjoyed watching him the last couple of games. So sure, let's go with the Bengals. All right, I like the Bengals. Am I going to release the vid of the full Roku speaker setup? Yes, if I can ever get it to work, then I will release a vid not only of how I like it, but also how to freaking do it because I haven't figured it out yet. Fraden says the Rams are going to take it. Who knows? I don't know. All right. Turn the TV off and set it up. Well, you got to have the TV on to set up the stream bar. So, okay. They have to be in the back of the room. The Roku will scan where they are. Right now, they're next to your TV. Really? Really? Interesting. Okay, Socrates, I will try that. I will take them down and move them across the room and see if I can get that to work. I will say this. Okay, we talked for the last couple of weeks. We talked about the Roku Stream Bar, and I mentioned that the sound is very good for a stream for a sound bar. Not amazing, but it's good for a sound bar. I will say this: the Stream Bar sound itself is not as good as the standalone speakers. Those speakers, which you can get, I think you can get a pair of them for like $170. I wonder what they're going for these days. Let's see if I can look it up. Roku speakers. Is it gonna? Yeah, no, that's the. Oh no. There we go. Roku speakers. Let's see what they're going for these days. Oh my gosh, $143 for the Roku speakers. Okay, so let me show you this one. I'll make sure everybody knows what I'm talking about. These are the Roku wireless speakers for Roku Stream Bars or Roku TV. These wireless speakers are so nice. The sound quality, I mean, they've got really good bass response. They've got really good mids. They've got decent highs. And for 143, so that's a little more than I think we're paying right now for the Stream Bar. But anyway, they're so good. So yeah, if you care about TV sound and you've got a Roku TV or a Roku Stream Bar, I highly recommend it. So, all right. Arcelia, you've asked this a couple times. What's happening with the Discovery Plus merger? Discovery Plus is merging with Warner Media. It's been okayed by the feds. They had to pass some antitrust hurdles. They approved it. It's happening. Well, okay. The shareholders have to vote on it, but they'll vote yes. And so when is it going to happen? Probably a little bit later this year. So, anyway, so that's where it's at right now. Okay. So Billy says during setup, you'll see the option to position speakers in the front or in the back, or to have 4 Roku speakers at a time. So Socrates is right. That's true. But I would think so. I selected, I only have 2 speakers. They're in the front, and so make it happen. But it didn't make it happen. So yeah, I'm gonna try moving them to the back. But then what happens if I have 4 speakers? What happens if I have, if I have 4 speakers? Will the 2 up front not work anymore? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Craig, do you think anybody else will follow Fubo and ditch monthly plans for quarterly plans? I hope not. That's such a terrible thought. Maybe. I don't know. I forgot what the new price is. I remember seeing this, but I didn't. Let's see. Quarterly payments. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we probably should have talked about this a little earlier, but I was thinking about making a video about it. Okay. I want to see what the new price is. Okay, so they're still offering their monthly Elite bundle, which is $80 a month. Whew. Don't use live TV, folks, if you cannot at all help it. Okay, you would prepay $194.97 for the family quarterly bundle. So let's see, the family quarterly. Okay, so that drops the price, or it doesn't drop the price. $64.99 a month. Basically, you'd have to prepay. Yeah, okay. So I can understand. Sorry, I was reading this page here from the Streamable, and it kind of just breaks down like what the prices are. And yeah, I couldn't remember what it was. I thought that they had changed the price, but basically what it does is it takes that $64 or $65 family plan, whatever, which is it's the same price, or it's yeah, I think it was already at $65 a month, and now they're saying yeah, you gotta prepay. So yeah, why are they doing this? It's basically going to be because here, I guess I can leave that up for a minute. It's basically because um, there's 6 people signing up for 1 month to get a single event and then skedaddling. So like, yeah, now you got to pay for 3 months. And I can understand, again, from a consumer's perspective, it's annoying. I wish they wouldn't do that. But from Fubo's perspective, you can see why it would be attractive. It could backfire on them. We'll see. Not sure yet. But yeah, that's probably why they're doing it. Do I think anybody else will follow Fubo? Only if it works. So Fubo will, they're forging ahead with this. They're going to give it a shot. And everybody else is going to be watching them to see like how many people drop Fubo over this and head over to YouTube TV or Hulu Live or Sling, whatever. And so if it works, then you could see all of those other companies doing the same thing. If it doesn't work, then they won't. Simple as that, I think. Yeah, not much more to it. Okay. Let's see. I saw at Walmart a brand or a soundbar is $75. I forgot what brand it was. Probably do they have an on soundbar? I wonder. I'm not sure. Is it the Walmart branded one? I think they do have one. Yeah. Although those are even cheaper than that. Could be. Yeah, they've got a 30-inch soundbar for listed at like $60 online. So yeah, with a $75 soundbar, that one you're going to be probably it's going to be iffy as far as sound quality. Almost any soundbar is going to be better than your TV sound. But there was one that I tested. I did a soundbar video a year or two ago, and essentially found out that the speakers in the soundbar were the exact same speakers in the TV I was watching. But all they did was they took the sound bars from the back of the TV and put them in a sound bar to make them shoot forward instead of bouncing them off the wall. And that alone made the sound quality better, but not much better. And so, for $75, you might get something like that, or you might get something that's surprisingly good. It's hard to tell. For a soundbar that's like $40 or $50, it's not going to be great sound quality. And then when you get up into the triple digits, you get to like the $150 sound bars, 170, then you're probably looking at something that's going to be a significant improvement over your TV. Might even come with a subwoofer at that point. So yeah, I'm not sure which brand that was. All right, I'm falling way behind. Let's see. No, you're always right. Have you thought of breaking down and asking Roku about speaker setup? I've gone to their site a lot of times, but it's one of those things where it's not as much pride as it is curiosity, because I do these things for future videos. I want to see if I can figure it out. I'm somebody who uses streaming devices all the time. And now, granted, I spent like an hour doing that a few days ago. I haven't tried it again since. So it's not like I've been tearing my hair out for days at a time. I just need to get back in and try it again. So anyway, I want to see if I can figure it out to see basically like what the average person might have to go through. Um, so I may break down and give them a call, but if I don't have to, great. Then that tells me something. But if I do, then it tells me something else. uh, okay, let's see. Why doesn't Netflix have an annual plan? Because they don't need one. Use the annual plan as a way to entice subscribers, right? So Disney Plus is like, hey, if you prepay, get this thing for a full year. We'll give you whatever it would be, 8% off or whatever. I can't remember what the actual number is, but $70 a month or $70 a year instead of 84. So okay, fine, 15% off. Don't do math live, right? That's what they always say. And so I think so Disney Plus, when they first started, they're like, we need to grow fast. Okay, so let's give people a deal. What kind of deals can we give them? Netflix, they have no need for that right now. All right, they've got 220 million subscribers worldwide. They don't need to entice any more people. Obviously they want to. They want to keep growing. If you're not growing, you're dying. But right now, they're so far ahead. They're so dominant that they don't feel the need for annual plans like that. So, all right. I want to make one thing clear. I'm always right. However, I'm not always knowledgeable. There you go. Okay, I like it. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and call this for today. Thank you so much for watching. One more time, the giveaway this week. It's going to be a 2-week giveaway. So head to reviews.org/giveaways, and you can enter to win a 1-year Disney Plus subscription. So I hope you do that. Reviews.org/giveaways. The link is in the description. And I'll announce that winner in a couple weeks. But I'll be back again next week with another live stream. So I hope to see you there. And as always, keep supporting the channel. Like the videos that we put out. Tell your friends. Leave a comment. All that stuff. Really appreciate your support. Really appreciate you being here today. Thanks, everybody. And I will see you next time.